Welcome to haslipcycleworks, and today we're going to be building another sweet metal prep tool that you can build at home. Okay, so a couple episodes back, if you saw it, we built our own version of the Eastwood Contour SCT. I've been using the heck out of this thing. Had a comment from a gentleman, David Hellmuth. I apologize if I'm butchering that last name, David, but he gave me a little tip, sent me an email, and told me that I could bypass having to use this adjustable speed controller by using a different Harbor Freight tool as a base. And the Harbor Freight tool that he suggested is actually limited in speed internally to the tool, so you don't need the electronic piece. So if you guys want to build one of these and don't want to use the electronic speed tool, that tip will work for you. And what he actually recommended was the item 62863. And this is Harbor Freight's half-inch band file or belt sander. It's a good tool by itself, but we're going to make something out of this, and David sells it, and I'm going to show you how to put it together. David actually owns a company called CFUTOOLS, and of course I'm going to put a link to their Facebook and their website and everything and their email down in the description so that you too could purchase one of these tools and put one of these together for you. So the tool, like I said, is based off of this Harbor Freight driver, so we don't need the electronic speed control. I could just as easily take this Harbor Freight tool apart and adapt what we built with our DIY version of the Eastwood Contour SCT and skip the electronic portion of it to limit the RPM. Let me show you what the tool looks like. So the real meat and potatoes that we're after is this driver with the gear reduction inside. So that's the base of the tool. Now David, at his website CFUTOOLS, has a wide array of tools for you guys that are doing fabrication, specifically Harley-Davidson repair and modification. This is just one of many tools that he offers, but let me show you what comes with his tool, and maybe you can guess what we're about to build. Like I said, CFUTools.com. There's his email address, and there's even a coupon code on here. Really cool. Nice little catalog comes with it. Shows just some of the many offerings that he has. Definitely worth checking out, especially after you see this tool. This thing is going to be awesome. So I was going to attempt to build one of these myself from scratch, but yeah, there were a few obstacles, mainly the drive wheel section of it. So this is what comes with the setup from David at CFUTools. This was the piece that was kicking my butt. I couldn't find this, and I didn't want to pay to have it machined. But this is what adapts this driver to the tool that we're going to build. So a little bit of why this tool. Say you've got some tubing. We just so happen to have some 1-inch left over from some of our projects, and it's got mill scale on it, a little bit of rust, and you're going to weld this. You want it to be clean. What's the best way to strip this down and get it the bare shiny metal? Well, you can use an angle grinder, yeah, but that may change the shape of this. It may take off too much material. The DIY Contour SCT tool that we made would probably be a little bit safer to use than an angle grinder as far as removal of the base material, but it's not really what it's made for. That's made for more flat kind of areas. Or a palm sander with some sandpaper? Nah, that'd take too long. What we need is something that can conform to this tube, right? and be abrasive enough to take the stuff off we don't want anymore on the tube, but leave the base material pretty much intact and not change its shape too much. Can you kind of guess what we're doing here? Don't worry, if not, it's still cool. No test at the end or anything. Are you getting there? What we're going to build is a tube or pipe sander. A lot of people call them slack belt sanders, but it's handheld. Now, the cool thing about it is, with this large handle here, not only can you hold on to it and get a good purchase on it and keep control of the tool. Oh, by the way, David, that's a nice touch. But you could also mount this in a vise and hold on to your material and just push it up against the belt. Alright, as you can see, assembly was very straightforward and easy, and we still retained all of our pieces to the original tool. So I'm going to put those in a baggie and put them in the toolbox. So if I ever wanted to not use this and I needed to use the little mini belt sander, it's still there, still fully functional. So yeah, let's see if we can get this thing to fire up. Looks good, but I do want to test it because, you know, I'm not going to bring you guys the tool. I don't believe in it. So so far I'm impressed. David, this is pretty sweet, man. Wow. Where has this tool been all my life? Wow. All right. Well, if I were to give this a rating, this tool, 10 out of 10 easy. It took every bit of that mill scale and rust off like it was nothing. 80 grit. Leaves a little bit of a rough surface, but that's clean, shiny metal there, guys. And it's fast. Now, because this is a standard 1x30 belt, you can find all sorts of grits and types of belts that will fit this tool. I believe there's even some Scotch-Brite based belts that you could use if you wanted to polish this up. Yeah, this is awesome. I completely recommend this. If you're building a chassis for a bike, a mini trike, a go-kart, anything tube related, or if you're just wanting to clean up some tubing before you start building something, or even pipe, I mean, you can't go wrong. This thing is awesome. Again, David, hats off to you, man. This is sweet. I'm going to be using the heck out of this. And the price is spot on, too. I can't complain at all. Thanks for watching. And if you've subscribed, thank you. If you haven't, consider doing so. I would appreciate it a lot. Check out David's site, CFUTOOLS. Until next time, get out there and do it.